All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and I want to talk about how much it actually costs to start a restaurant business. And really, what I do when I talk about this, I compare it to a franchise business model like McDonald's, because when you're looking at a franchise, you're obviously going to be paying more money to start up the business, but the business itself is already done for you. It already has that establishment, that brand, that credibility that people will go there for. That's why you can place like a McDonald's in the middle of nowhere, and you can get customer acquisition like that. It's guaranteed, right? So when you're looking at a franchise business model, a restaurant franchise business model like McDonald's, in order to make, $500,000 annually, so $500,000 in income, you have to invest 5 to 10 times the amount of money you want to make. So roughly around 2.5 million you would need to make to actually invest into the McDonald's business if you wanted to make $500,000 a year. All right, that's just a rough estimate. Don't quote me exactly, but that's how it works. All right, so when it comes to a traditional restaurant business, whenever people ask me this question, having started a little bit of everything in the last 3 years, traditional businesses, having gotten around relatives and associates of mine who have started their own restaurant business, it comes with a big overhead. All right, you're looking at restaurant space, okay, so leasing and financing that out. So you're going to be in the black, far from the black, actually, I should say, right from the get-go. Then you're looking at supplies and equipment, employees, the whole works. It's just crazy. And honestly, if you're looking at starting a restaurant business because you just want to be a business owner, you want to be in control of your income, I would suggest that you don't go the traditional approach. Honestly, the best thing that you could do is start an online business. And if you hear me out here for just a minute, my experience with this over the last year was actually when I transitioned and made the switch from a traditional business dealing with employees, equipment, supplies, and equipment supplies would always break down. It was just crazy. And I transitioned over to the internet after coming across a couple who was making stupid amounts of money, just ridiculous amounts of money, without that overhead, without that upfront risk, without having to get a loan or finance or any of those things. And because they didn't have to go through that stress, I'm just telling you, it's a headache. And if you've ever been a business owner, you know that, right? And with a restaurant, it's going to be more, right? So, because they weren't going through that, I started model and copy what they're doing with their help. In a couple weeks, I was able to create a full-time income working part-time and haven't looked back since. And, it did require work. I did have to learn some things. But when you have the right guidance and help, the amount of leverage you can create on the internet is just, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling when you compare it to a traditional restaurant business, because online, you don't need equipment and supplies. You don't need to go get, a loan to have a restaurant building and space. You don't have to do those things. You don't need employees. With the right guidance and help, you can actually get started in online business, tomorrow, this weekend, today. You can get started in the next hour with the right guidance and help without that overhead, okay, only a couple $100. So, that's just my 2 cents on it. That's my experience. If you're looking to, start a restaurant business because you want to be able to create a leveraged, flexible, lucrative business model, all right, that's really what you're looking for, and you're interested, you want to learn how to build an online business in a way that actually does that, connect with me on my site. Check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. Pardon me. And I'll put a link down below in the description. What you'll see when you go there is a video from myself and my partner really explaining in super fine detail how I've done this to create the results that I've gotten, how you can too. Get a business up and going on the internet to create a sustainable, leveraged, lucrative income, all right, without doing anything technical. And then after that, you'll see testimonials from people who I personally work with, average, ordinary folks from across all different walks of life, making full-time and part-time income. So I appreciate you, my friend. It's been a pleasure shooting this video and having this conversation. I hope that clears up some things for you and makes sense. Like I said, if you're open-minded, you're serious, you want to learn how to build an income, build a business online without doing anything technical, but in a leveraged way where you don't have to go through all that stress and overhead, connect with me on my site. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll see you this year on the beaches of the world as well.